morning, and welcome to an all-new Eye of the Tiger. I'm Rachel Barber.
And I'm Brian Nuevo.
RHS's Tiger Band and Color Guard won their first tournament of the season at the Oakmont Field Festival last Saturday. Longtime Color Guard performer Jenna Odell believes the performance was a success despite a few minor errors.
It was our first competition. It was at Oakmont, and it was basically we're a bunch of bands from around the area. They come to like competitions and perform their field show, which is the same field show we do like on the halftime at the football games. It was a good first performance. We've had a couple like hiccups at first, like with like our props and stuff, but it was a really good performance and everybody did really well.
Their next competition is on October 21st at the Del Oro High School Band Spectacular.
With the continuous improvement leadership team's latest revisions to the district grading policy, classes outside the district will no longer be awarded weighted credit, but can still be placed on student transcripts. We go to Wafiq Ridwan for more.
Leading the revisions is Assistant Superintendent of Curriculum and Instruction Jess Borhan. According to Borhan, a factor in the latest revision is due to the growth of online learning.
And the logic behind that is because the online learning has proliferated so greatly that it's really hard to ascertain whether this really is an advanced course or not. So we think that it's creating a inequitable playing field for students that are amassing grade point averages in their 4 years here.
Senior Sydney Richardson took U.S. history at Sierra College after her sophomore year. She said that despite the differing levels of difficulty between AP classes and community college classes should still receive weighted credit.
Well, if the college course is more difficult, then you're putting in all that work for nothing pretty much. You might as well just take it at the school, but you'd want to take the course during the summer so you can have more room in your schedule to take like more AP classes. So I feel like it still does benefit, even if there is varying levels of difficulty, that we should still get credit, because even if like I had to write like 9 essays for my Sierra College class, I want to get a boost for that because I took time out of my summer for it.
According to Borhan, the Continuous Improvement Leadership Team will continue to review the revisions through December.
The hope is to present something to the board for adoption in January. And then that way it would give us enough time to implement it into our systems and our processes, and then the incoming fall class of 2018, the new policy and the guidebook would be in effect.
Look for the full story in next week's print edition of Eye of the Tiger.
A new sand volleyball club is establishing itself on campus. The club hosted a grass fundraiser tournament last Saturday.
Mine.
I'm really excited because I just started playing beach recently, and I'm just happy that we get to play more. I started the club because we had a passion for volleyball, especially like beach volleyball, outdoor volleyball. We really enjoyed it.
I hear that sand volleyball is going to become a CIF sport next year. That's like the discussion through the teachers, and also my advisor was talking to me about it. We're going to be holding practices at Harry Crabb Park, and we're also going to be playing our first tournament on February 24th. Not sure where it's going to be at, but there's going to be multiple tournaments going against other high schools in the area.
Key Club is collecting pocket change to raise money for UNICEF. Look for orange boxes in your classrooms all this month.
We now go to Cale Gibson with sports.
Good morning, and welcome to this Tuesday's edition of EOTSN. I'm Cale Gibson. The varsity girls tennis team has clinched the CVC and has guaranteed themselves first place in the league. They are currently undefeated in league with a record of 12-0.
Going on positive and cheering everyone on and playing the match for ourselves, like not trying to impress everyone, but like doing it for ourselves and for the team.
The varsity football team got their first win of the season against the Bella Vista Broncos last Friday night with a score of 32-25. Senior Alex Evans ran for 305 yards and had 4 touchdowns against the Bella Vista Broncos.
Oh man, it was so great. After losing 6 games in a row, it's really depressing. Like, you dread going to practice. It's just not fun anymore. But once you get that first win, you just got some life and some, like a spark of hope. It's fun.
In other news, the JV boys football team had a shutout win against the Bella Vista Broncos with a score of 37-0, improving their win streak to 6 games and to a 6-1 record. The varsity boys water polo team had a tournament in Sacramento on Saturday. The tournament was originally supposed to be in Fairfield, but had to move due to the fires in Napa and Sonoma counties. The team went 3-1, taking down the Kennedy Cougars, the River City Raiders, and the Dixon Rams. The team's only loss would come to the Cardinal Newman Cardinals, whose school unfortunately burned down in the wildfires in Santa Rosa. And that's it on your home for Roseville High School sports. Top plays, breakdowns, and more. Eye of the Tiger Sports Network, EOTSN. And now we go over to entertainment.
Thanks, Kale. Within the last week, 2 major motion picture trailers have been dropped. One for Star Wars The Last Jedi and one for Marvel's Black Panther. Starting off with The Last Jedi. The newest trailer built plenty of suspense for the newest installment of the trilogy, with scenes making it appear as if Kylo Ren is shooting down his mom's ship and Rey transferring to the dark side. I can't help but wonder if this is truly revealing the plot of the movie, or if it is just shots pieced together to ultimately enthrall and trick audiences. Disappointingly, it appears as if The Last Jedi is going to be less action-packed than The Force Awakens, and more focused on character development of Rey and her ability to use the Force. Nonetheless, I am still anticipating what the newest installment will add to the trilogy. Now for Black Panther. First things first, it looked action-packed. Every second of the trailer was a fight scene or tense moment, and though I love all the action, it seems like this movie will be nothing more than that. If you're looking for drama or other plot elements, it looks like this won't be the movie for you. The action does look very intense though. From car jumping to beating up tons of bad guys with guns, this movie looks great. And now we go back to news.
Thanks, Jackson. As fires in Northern California continue to rage, an RHS teacher is working to support those in need. We go to Nick Chang with more.
It was midnight on October 8th when terror struck through Santa Rosa. 2 families, the Tunsies and the Sargents, escaped the fire but lost everything they had. RHS teacher Aaron Granucci explains what RHS can do to help these families.
So there was a former student of mine at Rancho Cotati High School whose husband is a firefighter, and he is busy trying to save other people's homes, but their home burnt down. So we started a GoFundMe for Jen Tunzi's family. The next one, and the one that's even more personal to me, Judy Sargent Holmes. I grew up with, went to high school with her. Father was an English teacher at El Camino High School. And Judy is a doctor in Santa Rosa. She had just moved into her home not even 48 hours prior to the fire, so they hadn't even moved out of their boxes. She's got 2 young kids, and their home was burnt down. What we decided to do is, as part of our startup of the new medical club, but also of biomed students, is to try and collect as many items for the kids in focus. So we're looking for board games and video games and art supplies and books, outdoor toys, bikes, whatever.
Granucci and students from the medical club gathered together and took needed items to Judy and her family over the weekend.
I know a lot of people are donating money, which is great, but what we decided to do is really kind of sponsor families that we know of who are in need for certain things. So we gathered a bunch of stuff and brought it over to the Sargent home in Carmichael, and her kids, her son received some soccer gear to replace that, and then her daughter wanted some journals and stuff to write about her experience and some artwork, to kind of help her get her mind off of things. It was very emotional. I learned a lot about homeowners insurance and rental insurance and the importance of that and the process of trying to rebuild a life after you've lost everything. What we're going to do here at Roseville is we're going to sponsor these families as they come in, their information, and we're going to be gathering whatever they need. I'm going to be able to drop that off with Judy, and Judy's going to be able to bring that directly to the families. Some of them are in shelters, some of them are in friends' homes, some of them are traveling from home to home just to have a place to stay. It's just very hard right now for everybody trying to find new rentals and new homes to stay in. If anybody wants to help out, you can drop off items at room 702.
Fire is still raging through Santa Rosa, leaving 41 dead, 88 missing, and many without homes. Reporting from Eye of the Tiger News, Nick Chang.
To learn more on how you can help, visit Aaron Granucci in room 702. That's it for us today on Eye of the Tiger.
And remember, we're always on eyeofthetigernews.com. See you next time.